Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I know so many of you over on TikTok have been blowing up the comments asking for this, so today we're finally doing some customer reviews analysis for it. But before we dive into that, be sure to check out this exclusive discount available for it. You'll find it in the description and in the first comment under this video. Now let's not waste any more time and jump right into the details. Let's start by delving into the insights shared by our first reviewer.
This reviewer, a 49-year-old individual recovering from foot surgery, found the scooter to be a surprisingly valuable aid to mobility, despite several shortcomings. Our reviewer, accustomed to riding various motorized vehicles, initially purchased the scooter on impulse. While acknowledging its limitations, this client emphasizes its positive contributions to their recovery process. The most significant drawback, according to this reviewer, is the lack of a continuous speed throttle. This single-speed scooter's relatively high minimum speed makes maintaining consistently low speeds, crucial for navigating indoor spaces and avoiding sudden movements, extremely difficult. Our reviewer describes having to repeatedly engage and disengage the throttle to simulate slow movement, resulting in an uneven, jerky ride. This client suggests that a continuous throttle would vastly improve the scooter's usability, particularly for those, like themselves, using it for low-speed mobility. Another limitation identified is the scooter's inadequate power, especially when encountering inclines or uneven terrain. While this factor is less impactful in the reviewer's current situation, this client anticipates it will become more critical as their recovery progresses, and they increase their usage on diverse surfaces. The relatively short battery life is also noted, although our reviewer hasn't yet experienced complete depletion, regularly charging the scooter due to frequent, short journeys. However, despite these limitations, the scooter possesses several noteworthy advantages. The inclusion of a comfortable seat is highlighted as a crucial benefit, distinguishing it favorably from smaller models. The scooter's sizable platform accommodates a large surgical boot, allowing this reviewer to use the scooter comfortably during their recovery. The ability to use the scooter's kick-and-glide feature offers increased maneuverability, especially in tight or crowded areas. The scooter's relatively light weight makes it easy to lift and transport. This client particularly appreciated the scooter's ease of assembly and prompt delivery. However, they caution potential buyers about the inconvenient placement of the on-off switch, which is easily overlooked and difficult to reach while seated or wearing a walking boot. In conclusion, this reviewer's assessment is heavily influenced by their personal circumstances and mobility needs. While acknowledging the limitations in terms of throttle control, power, and battery life, they emphasize the scooter's invaluable assistance during recovery. The comfortable seat, ease of use, and ability to combine throttle use with manual propulsion have made this scooter a practical tool. This review might not be applicable to those seeking a scooter for children or recreational use, but it provides valuable insight for individuals requiring assisted mobility.
Great! Now let's see what our next reviewer has to say about their experience.
This reviewer thoroughly enjoyed this scooter, particularly considering its affordability. Our reviewer understands the criticisms levied against it, but argues that many design choices are justifiable given the overall value. While the use of older lead-acid batteries might seem outdated, particularly the lack of a quick-swap feature, this client points out that the significantly lower cost of these batteries, compared to, for instance, lithium-ion alternatives, makes them a financially responsible option. The substantial savings are reflected in the overall price of the scooter itself. One of the selling points for this reviewer was the scooter's larger tires, which they hoped would enable use on less than ideal terrain. While the scooter's hill climbing ability proved limited, our reviewer appreciated the smoother ride on rougher surfaces compared to scooters with smaller wheels. The scooter's compact size was also a significant advantage, easily fitting into their small van. The extended run time, exceeding the manufacturer's claim, was another positive aspect. Assembly was quick and straightforward, and the customer service experience was rated as excellent. The scooter's weight capacity is also substantial, making it suitable for a wide range of users. The removable seat is a thoughtful addition, providing versatility for different riding styles. However, some drawbacks are noted. The on-off throttle, lacking variable speed control, is a clear limitation. The charging system's indicator lights proved deceptive, leading to confusion about the battery's charge level. The most significant limitation, according to this reviewer, is the scooter's poor performance on inclines. Most hills necessitate walking. The lead-acid batteries, while cost-effective, require a lengthy recharge time and contribute to the overall weight of the scooter. The inability to quickly swap batteries limits range. Finally, the design of the rear tire valve makes inflation slightly more challenging. Despite these shortcomings, this client wholeheartedly recommends the scooter, emphasizing its exceptional value for the price. The low cost of replacement batteries, the perceived high quality of construction, and the overall performance, aside from the limitations noted, led to a positive assessment. The scooter's value is further reinforced by the comparison to the cost of batteries for other electric vehicles. The reviewer intends to provide updates on the scooter's performance over time.
Great! Now let's see what our next reviewer has to say about their experience.
This reviewer initially purchased this scooter for a rather unconventional purpose: transportation to a remote landing strip accessible only via a short journey from their aircraft. Despite receiving warnings from online aviation communities about its suitability, concerns centered on weight and size, the purchase was made. While the scooter has largely resided in the garage since its acquisition, it has seen some use within the neighborhood. Our reviewer, a 190-pound adult, often rides with their 30-pound toddler, exceeding the scooter's stated weight capacity by a considerable margin. Despite this, the scooter performs surprisingly well, handling the combined weight without issue, although our reviewer notes the scooter may function better with a lighter load. On the positive side, this scooter demonstrates impressive hill climbing capabilities, navigating inclines without stalling, although at a reduced speed. The build quality is robust, featuring solid steel construction, reliable brakes, and durable tires. Battery life appears to be sufficient for shorter journeys, surpassing the reviewer's own stamina before requiring a recharge. The scooter easily covers a few miles on a single charge, leaving ample battery capacity for subsequent use. However, there are drawbacks. The scooter's operation is accompanied by a noticeable amount of noise, creating an impression of strain, even if the performance remains adequate. The battery technology is outdated, likely using a NiMH or similar chemistry, which our reviewer believes restricts the battery's overall lifespan and necessitates careful charging procedures to avoid damage. This is contrasted with the simplicity and reliability of more modern lithium-ion batteries. Comfort is another concern. Our reviewer, who is relatively tall, finds the riding position cramped and uncomfortable. The scooter's dimensions, and in turn the rider's posture, clearly limit its utility as a recreational vehicle for adults. Despite these shortcomings, the scooter fulfilled its intended purpose, serving as supplementary transportation after landing, making it a worthwhile purchase for our reviewer's specific needs, although not recommended for general adult recreational use. It is highly suitable for children and teenagers, and the reviewer's young daughter shows tremendous enthusiasm for it. Ultimately, the scooter's practicality is inextricably linked to this specific, non-traditional application. If this video helped you out, give it a like and hit subscribe for more. Got thoughts? Drop them in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.